All right, what are we doing today?
A haircut.
You gonna start, dude? Really?
I wake up this way, bro.
With your attitude?
Just, I think I had a dream about this actually. It's like deja vu. Just
Deja vu.
mid fade, and then just on top, kind of trim it just a little bit.
Still combing it over?
Yeah, this way, bro. This way.
Where did you guys go on vacation?
Great Wolf Lodge.
What the heck is that?
It's in Anaheim. It's a little like indoor water park,
Oh, sick.
and it has a whatchamacallit, a big old a hotel next to it, like connected to it. It's pretty nice, man. I liked it for the to get like a staycation kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Because you could actually go there for a day or two and like stay in the hotel and like you don't have to go nowhere. They have food there. They have like games and stuff for the kids. The water park. The rooms are really nice.
How long was this in? Is this like an annual thing or?
Well, my wife did it. Bro. My wife, she planned it. I just.
I don't like the way you said that though. Well, my wife did that. She planned it.
She did. She's like, we're going on the 8th, the day you get out of work. I'm like, all right, cool. Let's go.
Surprise.
Surprise.
More work for you.
Surprise. Pack the car.
You get everything ready while I get the kids ready.
Well, I'll do that every day, bro. Go ahead, get the kids ready. I'll do the hard lifting. If it ever comes down to like heavy lifting or like getting the kids ready, I'll do the heavy lifting.
I'd take that option too. Yeah. So I don't know what they need, dude. Come on.
Well, I told my son, like, get underwear, get socks, get shorts and shirts. And he did pretty good. Nice. My wife and my daughter had a giant bag with all this other stuff, and me and Zeke had a couple shirts, couple shorts, our swim trunks, and we're good.
That's all you need.
Exactly.
The essentials, dog.
And our toothbrush. She brought the...
What kind of toothpaste is your family?
We get the one from Costco, the Colgate. I don't know, it comes like in a 15-pack or whatever from Costco. It's like a Colgate whitening...
Oh, the cancer stuff?
Yeah, basically.
Does it leave you minty fresh at least?
I don't know. I drink coffee, so it just feels like I have bad breath all day anyways.
Oh, gosh. Do you ever get that morning breath when do you ever take naps?
Oh, yeah, I brush my teeth right after.
It's like, golly, dude.
When the baby wakes up and he's like, hi, I'm like, oh, bro, come on, let's go brush your teeth, homie. Like, it's not cute no more.
Oh, sheesh. Nothing hits you in the morning like that kid breath?
Oh, the toddler, like
Hi, Dad.
Between 2 and like 6 when they don't know how to brush their teeth yet.
Oh, sheesh.
Or they don't brush their teeth. Zeke's 10, he still skips it once in a while.
We let my daughter do it, and she'll actually do it, but it's not up to QC standards yet.
Yeah.
And then she'll come in and be like, "Oh, I brushed my teeth," and she'll hit you with that, like.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Minty garbage.
It's just like the front 2 teeth smell really fresh, and then the back, you can smell the molars creeping out.
She didn't touch the molars at all, or the tongue.
So you ready for your trip to Kentucky?
Yeah, man, I'm excited. We had a little team bonding thing on last weekend, the 4th. Took the kids out to eat. Went to the outlets at Anaheim.
Uh-huh.
Pretty nice, man. It was a nice little day. We spent with the kids, hanging out. We got to know a couple of them. The leaders, getting to know them, and just it was cool. But then now is the hard part, getting everything, all the paperwork situated.
Sheesh. And how many people you got going?
25, dude. 26, because one of the moms is going on her own. Because she don't think she trusts her son. But she wanted to go, so we're like, yeah, go ahead. But,
you got to pay for yourself.
Yeah, she's staying on her own, just going to meet us there, which is cool.
Do you guys have anything else planned out there? Like, what else is there to do in Kentucky?
So, I don't think anything else. Our time is pretty much spent at the Creation Museum on Monday, then the actual Ark on Tuesday, and then, like, the Ark is going to be an all-day thing. The Creation Museum might not take that long, but, like, there's a pool at the place we're staying. Around where we're staying, there's really nothing else to do. So, we're gonna try to eat at Brody with what we're there to do. I'm pretty sure we can find stuff. It's just I'm not trying to make more work for myself. You know what I mean?
My job is to get you there and home.
Exactly. Get you there. Get you
Fun activities. That's all BYOB. All right. You take care of yourself.
The rest of it is. I'm not having a good time. That's not my job.
Hey, listen. We're here, aren't we? You made it past TSA, didn't you? Oh, that's cool though.
No, that's fun, man. I'm looking forward to it.
Is there anything in particular that you've seen that you're looking forward to, or is it just kind of see what the day has?
I'm actually looking forward to the Creation Museum. It seems like it's pretty cool. But I'm old. I don't know.
Is there like things now that interest you that didn't before?
Yeah, a lot more things interest me now. Like as I get older, just like more boring things, I guess. I don't know.
I remember growing up and hearing like talk radio. I'd be like, "This is horrendous," and now I listen to his like podcasts. I was like, "What the heck? When did that happen? When did I become so happy about kitchen utensils? Like when we go to Home Depot or."
When I was getting fired up at work because we have forks, knives, and spoons because we do like vocational stuff, but we do like cooking and stuff in our class. And all of our forks were gone. And I'm like, what the heck? And I was all fired up, and everybody's like, "Oh, we'll just get new forks." I'm like, "No, bro, it's a principle."
These were our forks.
And one of the I like had a suspicion one of our kids that uses them took them. And sure enough, emailed his mom like, "Oh, so and so might have taken some forks home." She's like, "I'll send them back, bro." He came back with every single fork we were missing.
Was he doing building forks with them or
no,
models?
He used them and puts them in his lunch pail and takes them home.
So you guys took back used forks and cutlery?
Yeah, bro.
That's gross, bro.
You can wash them.
Nah. Once they leave the premises, in my mind,
they're not yours no more.
That's it, bro. You just gotta scrap.
Who knows what you've done with these forks?
Hey, man. God knows.
Well, in my profession, God knows. God does only know what happened to those forks.
That's not your care. Your job is just.
I don't use them, bro. So I don't care. I bring my own.
You're cold-blooded, sir. If they die, they die.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah, man. No, but like, I don't know. I feel like my dad as I get older, man. I'm thinking like, why do I get so upset at the little things? But
I think the older I get, the more I understand, like that, like your dad's standing at the door just watching what's going on in the street. Look at this. Look at this.
Would you come look at this?
They parked in my parking spot. It's a public street, Dad.
Your dad will get fired up if someone parked in his spot.
Oh my gosh. He will not leave the house for months just to save that spot in front of the pad. He's like, it's the principle. I paid for this house.
I told him, like, "Hey, John, you want me to wash your car?" "No, I got it. I'll wash it." I come back a month later, it's still the same leaves.
You the same exact position.
I'm like,
this dude only moves it from like one side of the street to the next street. So I called him this week actually to come and do a transmission flush on my car while I was at work. So he comes. And where we park, we have like this long like alley where the cars park along each side of the business. And I call him up. I was like, "Hey, where you at?" I'm like in the front by the doors where you're going to my job. And he's like, "Oh, I'm over here in the back." This fool parked all the way down there because he's all, "Dude, I was embarrassed to show my car. You know how many leaves there was?" I was like, "Bring it over here. I don't want to walk all the way over there." He's like, "You're not embarrassed?" I'm like, "You're not embarrassed?
It's not my car.
It's your car, sir."
That's funny.
Man. I love that dude.
Yeah. It's funny how you appreciate your parents more the older you get.
Oh, for sure.
When you're young, you're like, "I don't want to be around. Get away from me." Then you're like, "Man, I appreciate it more." You realize all the stupid stuff you put them through as a kid when you have your own. This is why you get so mad.
This is why they tell you 15 times to do something in a row.
Bro.
Yeah.
I felt like, what was that skit? Like, dads take care of their kids differently. Like, come over here where I can see you. I'm always like that now.
I'm like, I take more of the approach as long as I can hear you like moving and breathing, then you're good. Like,
Hey, bro.
figure it out.
Yeah, my son will end up in the 2-year-old will end up in the kitchen with a knife trying to cut open an orange. We go in the kitchen, bro. He climbs the counter.
Does
like
he?
we'll go into the cabinets looking for like snacks, and he knows where we put the cookies. He knows where we put stuff. This fool will be everywhere.
My kid is. Do you have any like destroyer kids yet?
Yeah, all of them.
All of them?
Zeke and Matt.
I see Zeke. I don't know about Matt. But.
Zeke's a destroyer, bro. He's this big floppy body. He's like a big puppy. Like he doesn't know. Like
he doesn't know what he's doing. Right?
No, he has no idea. He has no idea how strong he is, bro. We're in the gym at Cerritos the other day, and I look over and he's laying down on the bench, and he has the 60-pound like curling bar.
Uh-huh.
He's over there benching it. I was like, all right, kid.
And he's what, 9?
10?
10 years old?
He's never lifted like that. To me, that's kind of impressive. There's some kids that,
oh, for sure,
his size, they can't lift the bar.
Yeah, that's true. There's a. What do you think about like weight training for your kids, especially that young? Because there's this dude. He used to play for the Chicago Bears. He's a lineman, and he posts. I follow him, and he posts like his workouts and stuff at home and stuff. And then he has like a 12-year-old kid. He's like safety bar squatting.
Yeah.
With like plates on it and stuff. I always grew up under the impression that you're not supposed to lift because it stunts your growth, but I'm hearing that that's a myth these days.
Well, it's not that it stunts your growth. It's just you're more prone to injury and like hurting your growth plates. So like it's not all because it could stunt your growth. Well, it definitely could if you get hurt doing it the wrong way. You know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What's the word I'm looking for? I don't believe in that, or I don't subscribe to that like whole lifting when they're that young. I think when they become like 13, 14, you could start. But 12, yeah, I guess. You have to know your kid too. Like you have to know if they're into it. If that's something they want to do, then you start showing them little by little, you know. And you don't have to go heavy. You could like, you know this. Working on technique is key. Because if you have technique, you're going to get stronger when you're older.
It just sets you up for future success.
Because a lot of times these kids walk in and they're just like, here, put 225 in the bar. Let me try to, deadlift it or squat it. It's like, bro.
How are you just going to come in here early Saturday and call out Monkey like that, dude?
How would I do it?
With this, we were going over his warm-up on the last podcast that we did. So this fool shows up. We're there at 5:45.
There's no warm-up.
Stretching out. This fool shows up at 6:15.
Hey, you guys ready to bench? Hey, you guys ready to bench?
No bar warm-up, no mobility, nothing. Just 135, 12 times.
What do you want next? Put a 25. All right.
All right, bro. Then he's out the next 2 weeks. Oh, my shoulder hurts. Oh, my back hurts.
That guy.
But it's true, though. I mean,
love that guy.
I say that to say, like, he... Self-admittedly, that's like his story is like, trying to keep up with the seniors in high school and just throwing huge amounts of weight on the bar and, getting it up. Like, you got to give him that, but with the wrong technique. I think a lot of, like, communicating that with, like, kids is, like...
It's key. No,
your
really.
base, your foundation is the key to lifting more weight.
Because a lot of times you see these kids are...
Wait, you come at this way, right?
Yeah, come on, bro.
Hey, dog, come on, man.
You see these kids, like, they're strong, and they miss say, in our case, we go to our max day at Cerritos. Some of these kids are stupid strong, dude. Like, I wish I was God-gifted, like, strength like that. Because I'm, as stupid as that sounds, I'm not God-gifted, like, ridiculous strength. I'm strong, but, like, you know what I'm talking about. Like, people will know.
There's different levels.
There's different levels of...
Like, what we were talking about before the podcast, just for context, is you're, what, 6'7", 6'8"?
6'8".
6'8", how much?
370 right now?
370. And you played lineman, right?
Yeah.
And then we were talking about Bob Sapp.
Yeah.
Which he was, what, 6'5"?
6'5", yeah.
Casual, like, just
walking around 350, 360.
And that's like just
That's like
muscle.
Yeah, just straight muscle.
Because he was a football player, he was
Yeah.
a fighter, but I'm just like there's different levels to the game. Like you
Yeah.
were saying that you're big and strong, but there's other people who
Are not
bigger.
as big and they're stronger. Like they're genetically they're just have more muscle mass than other people do.
It's wild.
You know what I mean? Like
So unfair.
You look at there's a Samoan guy I played ball with in college. Bro, he was a freshman, came in and he incline bench 505.
Incline?
Incline
Oh my
bench.
gosh.
He was benching 525, 535 on this flat bench, like squatting above 5, almost 600 pounds as a freshman. Like that is God given. That's not like you.
Well,
can't,
this worked too, but it's more.
Yeah,
you're more
of course.
inclined, right, to see those type of results than let's say me.
Yeah.
A 5'9" Mexican who could barely.
No, he
barely
was
squat.
he was like 6'2", came in around 330. He was just stupid strong, dude. Like, yeah, some guys are just gifted that way.
With speed too, right?
Yeah.
Like, golly, how do you move so quickly?
And then there's guys that, like, I see these kids working on speed drills and stuff. Like, I believe there's a cap to how fast a person could get.
You think so?
Yeah, for
as
sure.
As far as what? Like how?
Like as far as like genetically, how fast you can get. The length of your muscles, the quick twitch, you know, all that stuff. There's a cap to every person. Now you can maximize that, and you could get better, but
make it optimal for you.
Yeah, but like if you think you're gonna be, if I work hard enough and I go train every day, I'm gonna be as fast as Deion Sanders was. You're high. Like you're not.
It's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen, dude. Like look at Usain Bolt. Who was 6'5" and ran the fastest man ever to live. Like, it makes no sense, dude.
What about that the off-season training for Tyreek Hill where he was casually running in like the 100 sprints and just burning everybody?
Yeah, like he's more football fast than he'll be like track fast. But like that's okay because he plays football.
Hey man, his track fast is pretty fast because he ran you saw that, right?
Bro, he ran against a bunch of bums.
That's Phil speaking, and not me, all right? Because those dudes are.
Look at the whole video. At the end, he goes, "Man, I was slow right there."
That's what I'm saying, though. That's how fast he is.
He's fast. I'm not saying he's not.
But you're saying it like he's running against a bunch of dudes from like LA Fitness.
He
like,
was.
Nah, this guy. Those guys were actually training though.
Bro.
They have more. Let me just put it this way: they have more experience running than you or I.
I don't know about me. You, yeah. I'm a track star, bro. You don't even know.
Yeah, dude, you're like a train with like a loose freight, right?
Yeah, I have no brakes anymore.
Yo,
you saw me on that softball diamond, homie.
You old Union Pacific.
It might take me about 40 yards to get going, but
shoot, your speed started kicking in around like mid after first base.
Slowing down.
They're already throwing you in. It's like, dude, you could have had a third already. No,
it's crazy when you see dudes like Tyreek Hill, like who else is really fast? Like even Derrick Henry, bro. That fool's humongous.
He's like 6'5".
Yeah, he's like 6'3", 6'4", 6 whatever how tall he is, and he's running away from corners and safeties. Like, it's not normal. But like, if you think you can do that, I could train every day and train my heart out and just if I believe it, I could achieve it. No, sorry, I don't believe in that.
I think it's somewhere in the middle with that.
Yeah,
I think like you said, everybody has their cap in certain things, but
like I think you should go out there and maximize your God-given ability. And I know people don't like hearing it, but like we're not all created equal, bro. We're not all.
Whoa, bro.
We're not. Like, equal means we're all the same. We're not. We have intrinsic value and we have, worth and all that, and that's what God created us with, but...
You're talking about just pure, like, physical ability.
Yeah, bro... I don't know. I guess I've seen some freakishly athletic and crazy athletic people.
I mean, I'm sure you could speak to this a lot more because, like, you've actually played at a... further level than high school.
Yeah.
you know, like I think we were talking about it before, but can you explain the difference between like a JC level speed versus high school and like a D1 college that you went to?
So do you remember going from JV or freshman to varsity? Like you remember that, like, oh man, it's faster.
Yeah.
That times like 20 when you get to college, because everybody is the best of the best. Like
everybody was a stud on their team?
Like when you played in high school, that other team's best guy, or like if you played a stud who just destroyed you 5 touchdowns and, oh, he was a quarterback, running back, kick returner, and safety, like that guy is the average guy on a college team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like every college team has 85 of those guys. You know what I mean? Like, so
plus walk-on hungry people?
Plus walk-on kids. And then you have the outliers, right? The Tyreek Hills, the Gronkowskis, the Pat Mahomes, Joe Burrows. Like, you have those outliers that every college team kind of has, right? So when you get to college, it's like, dude, this is the best of the best, right?
Yeah.
And when you get to JUCO, a lot of those best of the best are there. Maybe not 85 of them, but there's at least 22 guys. When you're on the field, there's at least 22 guys that could play at the next level.
Right.
Right? And a lot of these cats didn't make in grades. They are bounce backs. They, maybe didn't have the exposure, or they, for me, I kind of blossomed late, like end of my senior year in basketball and in track and all that. I was like coming into my own athletically, figuring out my body, like getting stronger. And into my freshman year, I really got figured it out, because that's when I turned 18. I didn't turn 18 until my freshman year of college.
So you graduated young?
Yeah. And then, my parents had to sign a waiver because I was underage playing with adults. Then my sophomore year, when I was really I figured out my size, figured out my strength, realized hey, I'm bigger and stronger than a lot of people, and learn how to move. You have guys like that too, where I have another kid, one of my starting tackles or guards. He came to us from a high school that he wasn't very good, right? He was big, but hadn't figured it out yet. And now it's his third year there. He redshirted, played last year, going to play this year. And he's one of my best guys, and he could play at the Division I level. So, that's what JC's about, too. You get guys that maybe haven't matured or haven't developed yet, and they get a chance to play against college-level talent, and then you see if they actually could do it. You know what I mean?
Would you say JUCO's more of a D league? Because you do have those people who can play or have played at the next level, but for whatever reason they're there.
Yeah.
And then you have people who are who have the potential, but not necessarily have figured out their specific skill set yet.
Yeah, for sure.
Then when you get to D1, it's all the people figure it out, or mostly more.
I would say 70%, because then you always have those guys that have the talent that just don't care, that just stop caring or stop trying. They go through the motions. They never develop. You know what I mean? So there's a difference between a guy who got there their freshman year and a JUCO guy. JUCO guy's hungry to get there. The guy who got there is complacent with where he's at.
Right.
So then you see a switch in levels where that guy stays the same, and the JUCO guy actually, while he's at JUCO grinding or getting better and playing, he's actually surpassed the guy who's already there.
So it's what you do with the reps?
Yeah. A lot of guys will get there and they're happy just being there, bro, at the Division I level. But you won't see those guys on Saturday playing. So that's where the game speed comes in. It's when you actually get in the game, these dudes are flying around, and it's insane. Like I said, seeing the athletes that I've played against or that I've seen, some of the guys that they're so big and so fast and do what they do, I'm I don't know how you do that, dude.
What was your welcome to college moment at University of Arizona?
At Arizona, I don't know, man.
You didn't have was there a guy that you saw his natural ability, either through hard work or you just God-given talent where you walk in or you see him playing, you're just like, that guy is just a different level.
So Earl Mitchell was one of our. So he came in as a fullback to Arizona, started as a fullback, and then they kind of were going away from the fullback in the offense we were running. So they're like, well, Earl, you got to find, like, you're too good of an athlete just to stand around. So they threw him on D-line. They threw him at the D-line of D-tackle. Probably the best decision he made, he'd probably tell you. And just seeing him in the weight room and seeing him at 305 pounds at his pro day, I think he ran like a 4.69, 4.7 something. That, dude, when I tell you this is a big man moving at a very fast rate, like, it was like, that was kind of my, like, oh, okay, this is real life. There's people out there that could do this. Like, he was one of our strongest guys in the weight room, squatted the world, power clean. I saw this dude power clean 405, catch it, kind of got stuck on the bottom because he was like, took a knee, literally took a knee with 405 across his chest, put his leg back underneath him and started standing up, and then he dropped it. He got halfway, he almost locked it out. He was about 3/4 of the way up, and then he kind of like just like lost it. And I looked over and I was like, and our strength coach was like, I've never seen anybody do that. Like, that's
just to have
stupid strong.
400 pounds on you.
Like that.
Be able to maneuver your legs.
Yes.
Not cramp.
And stand up.
Stand up with.
Front squat it. Like, dude, stupid strength.
It doesn't even make sense.
No, it doesn't. And then, like, seeing him run and seeing him chase down running backs, and like that was pretty impressive. Then we had other guys like Brooks Reed or DeAndre or Rick. Like, all of our D line played in the NFL. The years I was there, every single D lineman that we had played in the NFL at some point. Like, so every practice I was going against some of the best guys in our conference, and then you play against guys like Cameron Jordan. Like my one of the years, my senior year, he tore me up. We're playing Cal, and he was just so good, you know. Dude, it's crazy. Like, I don't think people realize, or kids realize at high school level how different it is. They think, oh, I could go D1. It's like, bro.
Yeah, I was one of those kids. It's like, put them in the minimal amount of work. I mean, more than most of your team, but then you don't consider the fact that there's X amount of schools within your vicinity alone, let alone the country. And then people, like you said, are just on a different level.
Yeah, dude.
It's like, oh, maybe I'll become a barber.
The reason why I'm a teacher, bro. I'm not an NFL veteran.
Did you ever have in your mind, did you ever have a chance of making it?
I did. I had some teams reach out. I didn't have an agent, so they reached out to me. You know, after our pro day, a couple teams reached out, but then it was a lockout year, so it was a really weird year, like, as far as like free agents go and unsigned or undrafted free agents.
Why is that?
Because it was a lockout year, so they unlocked the.
Can you explain that to me?
So the NFLPA basically went on strike. Yeah, okay. They went on strike at the end of the football season. So after the Super Bowl, they went on strike. So for us as seniors in college, we declare for the NFL, you're unrestricted free agent. Meaning they could draft you. That's why they have the draft and all that stuff.
I'm sorry, one more time. This way, right?
The other way. Should you?
This way?
Yeah.
Okay. I checked.
So they went on strike, or they reopened during the draft, so they could actually have the draft. So they reached like a tentative agreement to reconvene or whatever.
Do you remember what the issues were that caused the strike? I
don't know. The NFL, somebody wasn't getting paid, or I think it was on the healthcare. That was the time of 2010. That was the healthcare thing, like universal, like life healthcare and all that stuff. I think it was like also getting a portion of the new TV deals, because that, if you think about it, like 2008, 9, 10, 11, that was like when like online streaming, all that stuff started coming about. And so there was a lot more money being poured into the NFL, so the players wanted, I think, a portion of that as far as their, their agreement, their bargaining agreement.
I got
you. So anyways, after the combines and the draft, they shut down again. So they didn't reconvene until like late July, August, and then I started at that time I was like, I'm done. I had already kind of called it quits, and then I started getting like messages and stuff, emails and calls about rookie mini camps and all this stuff, and I guess I could have tried. I could have had a chance then, but dude, my knees were so bad.
Really?
Yeah. Like my senior year, I was getting my knee drained and cortisone shots maybe every 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks.
Oh gosh, what does that feel like?
It sucks. So
I've had cortisone in my knee when I tore my meniscus.
Yeah.
And just the liquid going into the knee, it's not even the needle going in, it's like...
So the worst part is when they numb my knee to drain it. Mm-hmm. So they go in and then the doctor has to put like this long needle and it has to get into like between your cartilage and like it's touching your bone and it doesn't feel very good.
Yeah.
And then they go in and drain it and it's this long needle, like, dude, it's humongous. I wish I had the picture when they drained it one time. They took out 280 or 90 cc's in vials and tubes.
Oh, just the liquid?
Yeah, just pulling it out, like 60 cc tube that's like that thick, that long, and then just pulling it out. Put a new thing into where the needle's at.
Oh my
Put it in and then just drain it. There was like, I don't know, it was a whole bunch of them. And then after that, they go in and they get the cortisone, and then they have to be very aggressive underneath the kneecaps, where all the pockets of swelling might happen. And that's where they put it, and it's anti-inflammatory, whatever. So, like, we played Oregon. I got off the plane, and I couldn't bend my knee. I was like, oh, crap. I don't know what it was. So we're going to Oregon, and I told our trainer, like, hey, my knee is, like, blown up. And he was like, oh, man. So the doctor had to come to my room, had to drain my knee in my room, cortisone me, and, like, the next day when I went to the meetings, went to the game, how you feeling? I was like, I guess I'm fine. Like, it feels okay. And then after the game, it was just like, oh, my gosh.
After adrenaline and all that?
Yeah, dude.
It's all said and done. It sets in.
So, like, my senior year, then I played, we're playing Arizona State, and then I partially tore my patella on my left leg. Oh, my kneecap was, I don't know what it did, but it kind of like, it hit it, and it kind of partial tear, they called it. Grade 1 sprain, which is a tear anyways. So I couldn't finish that game. It hurt like hell. And then we're going to our bowl game. They're like, you need to play? I'm like, well, I want to. It's my last game I ever played in college, So I rested. In the last week of bowl game practice, I practiced. And then they're like, we're in a cortisone both your knees. I was like, oh, go for it, dude. Like, whatever. So the one on the right knee didn't take because my body was already kind of used to the cortisone, which happens with cortisone.
Right.
But my left knee felt great. It just, I didn't feel like I was limited. I felt like very limited in my mobility, and it's crazy, man.
That's wild, dude. I can't even fathom.
Yeah.
Like I had my knee and that hurt, but two of them at the same time.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah, my right knee is still not. It's all jacked up.
And your bum knees, bro.
Yeah. My left knee, it's good. Once in a while, I act up, but like my doctors told me, like, don't run, don't do the stuff that's gonna exacerbate the like degenerative process in your cartilage and all that stuff. I'm like, cool.
Cool. Just stand here.
I'll just be fat the rest of my life. I never forget. I went to the doctor and I had like sciatica. My back was all jacked up, which I have arthritis in my back too. And my sciatica was bad, like to the point where like I couldn't drive. I was like almost in tears. I go in and I have this Asian doctor. And he goes, you're too heavy." And I look at him like, bro, I literally told him, like, I didn't come in here for you to tell me I'm fat. I need something from my sciatica. Yeah, you need to lose weight. Homie, I know this. Like, I didn't deduct my $5 copay.
Listen, I have a mirror.
I know.
I concur.
I've been this way since I was 5.
Oh my gosh, dude. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's like, bro.
That's another instance of, what doctor was it? What?
Kaiser?
Oh, yeah, exactly. I was right.
They're whack.
I'm thankful that we have, like, access to, like, healthcare and stuff,
Yeah.
but this one in particular is, like, the worst for actually helping
have?
them. I have Kaiser.
Oh, yeah.
And the last time I went, I was having, like, neck problems and back problems.
Yeah.
From work. I knew what it was from, like repetitive stress injuries.
Yeah.
So I go in there and my neck and my back's hurting, and I tell them what's going on. And first they're like asking everything but like what's ailing me.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, do you smoke? Do you work out? I was like, just getting like the basic information. Yeah. And then this dude looks at me and he was like, oh yeah, we're gonna have to send you to PT. So it's like I already kind of knew that. Yeah. That's what I went there for. And then he looks at me straight faced. And he's all, we're going to prescribe you this medicine. Have you heard of it? It's called Tiger Balm.
Medicine?
I was like, yeah. You mean like the stuff you put on your muscles? He's, yeah. And then we're going to prescribe you Tylenol. Is that okay? I was like, do you mean I spent 2 hours of my life just to come and get Tylenol and Tiger Balm where I could have just went to CVS?
How much money do you make, bro?
Golly.
How many years do you go to school? Like, dude,
so that's not even like... The worst part about it is I ended up going to the PT.
Yeah.
And the issues were persisting, right? It's just repetitive stress. Like, I already know what it is. It's kind of just a formality to go get PT.
Yes.
So I go in there and I tell the dude, hey, I work in a warehouse. Like, I operate equipment where you have to use your body to turn it. And it's making my elbow hurt and my neck is hurting from the machines.
Yeah.
The scanners. He's like, all right, cool. All right, well, do this exercise. So he just like has me go up against the wall and put my thing there and just like a assisted tricep push. He's like, yeah, we got to strengthen those muscles around. I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then he's all right. So he goes on Amazon, he pulls it up. He's like, we're going to get you this. We're going to get you he's like, no, we're going to get you a brace. It's not going to do anything. It's just going to be a compression. I was like,
you're going to be in lots of pain still.
This is what got me mad, though, about, like, Kaiser in general, but he's like, okay, when you're at work at your desk, you're just going to need to stand up and type like this. I was like, oh, that's cool, bro, but the thing is, I don't work at a desk, and I told you I operate, like, equipment. He's like, okay, so you're going to want to go to Amazon and get that brace? I was like, you're so helpless right now.
Imagine these people make all this money, bro. They went to school for that, too. To be idiots.
Do you think that's what it is? I think they went to school like actually wanting to help people, and then they get there. It's like, all right, you have 7 minutes to tell this person they need to lose weight.
That's exactly what it is.
They need to stop eating McDonald's and smoking vapes.
Drink water.
Drink water.
That's what he told me. He's like, do you drink water? Yeah, I do. Okay, drink lots of water. Helps the muscles flush. I'm like, homie, I have sciatic pain. And he just gives me this random like narcotic. Like, here you go. I'm like, bro. And I told Jessica, I'm like, I'm gonna take this. This is like a muscle relaxer, narcotic thing, which I've had issues with before. So I'm like, I'm not taking any kind of medicine.
Right there with you.
All doped up.
It's crazy how they just like give it to you.
Yeah.
Like that's their first
even an
option for everything.
An 18-year-old college student trying to make it in college, saying, here's a bunch of painkillers. And try to like I'm not going to take them to try to have a good time, you know?
Like I'm not trying to use them outside their intended use. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating too. Is like you try to schedule an appointment and you have to do it like a week prior.
Yeah.
And it's always for a time that you can't do.
Yeah. My Jessica's going through that. She has to get some stuff done and some things looked at, and it's always like this inopportune times. Like, oh, this time. She's like, well, I have kids and my husband. Well, it's the only time we have, and the next appointment's in 3 weeks. I'm like, golly, man.
3 weeks. My kid has a broken arm. Yeah, we schedule in March.
That's the funny thing. Like when Matt broke his leg, we went to UCLA, and our insurance covered the UCLA one, and they were awesome. Like they told us what to do, what it was, and they checked them, and it was awesome. Uh-huh. But like, it seems like for us adults, it's I don't know.
I'd rather not go to the doctor if it's like something that I can deal with at home.
Yeah.
Like be all right. Like
I'm gonna WebMD it. Oh man.
I'll have sickle cell. I'll have an iron deficiency.
I think I'm going through my monthlies.
It's 2023, dog. It might just be.
Babe, WebMD says I missed my period.
Great. We're pregnant again.
Sorry.
You're stupid. This is why I can't have you on the podcast, dog.
Oh no, I'm pregnant.
You're stupid. I love it.
It's 2023, homie. Don't tell me what I can and can't do. You're not a biologist. Even if you were, you couldn't tell me.
It's so wacky these days.
Bro,
I love it.
I love the one Louis C.K. stand-up. Everybody on YouTube, go watch Louis C.K.'s stand-up on the whole transgender thing. Oh my gosh, dude. This fool goes and he's like, he's talking about the whole like misgendering thing. And he's talking about how like going to the restroom and like, oh, it's hilarious, dude. I can't say it I can't even repeat it, but it's hilarious.
You gotta start announcing yourself when you go to the bathroom now, or what?
No, he's like, basically the person's like, what if he comes into the restroom? What if she comes into the restroom? And how do you know it's like? No,
all right, bro. I'm gonna just watch it because I don't know what you're telling me right
so
now.
he's talking about like a person seeing a transgender, whatever.
Okay.
And then he goes, well, he's in the restroom. She's in my restroom. How do you even know it's a he? It's his penis. And then he goes, her penis. Dude, that was dead, bro. Oh, I was dying. He keeps going. I'm like, ooh.
I never really got into that guy, but
everything he does isn't hilarious or good, but
he has some.
Yeah, that one was a banger.
Heck yeah, dude. Well, we'll call it right there.
All right, brother.
Thanks for coming
Thank
out.
you, man. Ended on a high note.